It's January 1st, or maybe January 2nd. The world is quiet in that special way it only gets after a holiday, like reality is hung over. You're in a dim room, phone face down, pretending you're not waiting for anything, pretending you've moved on. Then it lights up. Her name. Not a paragraph, not accountability, just a clean, harmless little line. Happy New Year. And your body reacts before your mind does. Your chest tightens, your stomach drops. Your brain floods you with the same old movie. Maybe this is the moment she finally sees it. Maybe she finally misses me. Maybe she finally understood. You tell yourself it's fate, a sign, a fresh start. But listen to me, brother. New Year's isn't a romantic holiday. It's an accounting season. And that text isn't love. It's inventory. Here's the betrayal. You thought love was the reason people return. You thought the calendar turning over made humans noble, reflective, honest. Like a new year magically forces integrity into someone's bloodstream. But the truth is uglier and more useful. New Year doesn't create emotion, it reveals priorities. It's a ritual of self-assessment. Who's winning? Who's falling behind? Who's still available? Who's still useful? And if you were once her comfort, once her attention supply, once her late-night therapist, once her reliable, good guy who would answer no matter what, then you become a checkbox, a name on the ledger. The illusion says, she's reaching out because she misses you. Reality says, she's reaching out because she needs to know if she can still access you. Because a man she can still access is a man she doesn't have to respect. That's the hidden mechanism no one wants to say out loud. What I'm about to tell you will sound cynical, until you realize it's biological. Human beings are programmed, hardwired by millions of years of survival pressure to secure resources, security, and social positioning when uncertainty spikes. A new year is an uncertainty trigger. It's symbolic scarcity. It's winter. It's comparison season. It's who am I and where am I going? And when humans feel that internal threat, they don't become romantic, they become strategic. Your brain chemistry shifts under stress. Cortisol rises. The mind searches for certainty. Familiarity becomes medicine. That's why nostalgia hits harder at this time of year. Not because the past was so perfect, because the brain is trying to regulate itself. It's trying to stabilize. And many women, just like many men, will reach for what's familiar when their internal world feels unstable. Not necessarily what's best, not necessarily what's right, what's available. The ancient logic is brutal. Keep a safe option nearby while you scan for something better. Not because someone is evil, because the animal underneath the personality doesn't like risk. Let's break down the mechanism like a clinician, because this is where men get confused. That New Year text is rarely a confession. It's a test, a ping, and pings are powerful because they weaponize your brain chemistry. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical the internet oversimplifies. Dopamine is motivation, anticipation, the urge to pursue. And the most addictive reward schedule isn't consistent reward, it's variable reward. Sometimes she's warm, sometimes she disappears. Sometimes she returns with a smiley face like nothing happened. Your nervous system gets trained like a lab rat pushing a lever. Then there's attachment. Even if you're a disciplined man, attachment doesn't ask your permission. If you cared about her, your brain built neural pathways around her presence, her voice, her validation, the promise of closeness. So when her name lights up your screen, your mind doesn't say, let's evaluate this rationally. Your mind says, we're back. We survived. And she knows, consciously or not, that if you respond fast, emotional, eager, you just answered the only question she really asked. Do I still have him? That's inventory. Now let's get practical. Because men don't lose their dignity in one big dramatic moment, they lose it in small moments they label as hope. Here are the patterns behavioral examples you've seen before. Example 1. The generic opener. Happy New Year. No mention of the past, no responsibility, no direction, just enough warmth to reopen the door. Example 2. The timing till it hits late night, after midnight, after the party, after the attention dried up. When the world is quiet, she remembers the man who used to answer. Example 3. The soft fishing question. So, how have you been? This is not curiosity, this is reconnaissance. It's her checking your emotional temperature. Are you bitter? Are you available? Did you upgrade? Example 4. The status probe. Are you seeing anyone? She isn't asking because she wants to celebrate you. She's asking because she needs to know if she still has access, or if another woman replaced her position. Example 5. The nostalgia grenade. I was thinking about that trip. Memory becomes a key, a psychological backdoor, because nostalgia bypasses your standards and goes straight to your nervous system. And the biggest sign of all, when you offer something real, an actual call, an actual plan, an actual adult conversation, she dodges. Because inventory texts aren't designed to build, they're designed to confirm. Let me give you a scenario. A man, call him Daniel, gets left on red for weeks. He tells himself he's done. He starts rebuilding. Gym, sleep, work, silence. New Year's comes. At 12:47 a.m, his phone lights up. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Daniel's heart spikes. He responds instantly, friendly, warm. Too much. They text for an hour. She laughs. She sends a throwback photo. Daniel feels the old world reforming around him. Then morning comes. Her replies slow down. Sorry, I fell asleep. Busy day. Crazy week. And by January 5th, she's gone again. What happened? Nothing mystical. She got what she came for, certainty. She confirmed she could still press a button and receive the same man. Daniel wasn't re-chosen, he was reopened. Another scenario, this one is common. A woman ends the year with options. Messages, likes, men circling. She believes she's in demand. Then the holidays expose reality. The fun guy disappears. The busy guy doesn't make time. The potential guy doesn't commit. And suddenly, the calendar flips and she feels something she hates. Irrelevance. So she looks backward. Not because the past was great, because the past is available. She scrolls. She remembers you were stable, predictable, reliable. She doesn't text a man to honour him. She texts a man to stabilise herself. And if you answer like a starving man, if you offer warmth with no conditions, you become emotional infrastructure. Not a partner. Infrastructure. Now zoom out. Because this isn't just about her. It's about the world that trained everyone. Modern dating isn't built like a village. It's built like a market. And markets do one thing. They turn humans into numbers. Swipes, DMs, soft rejections, endless options, no consequence. Social media keeps you permanently visible, so nobody has to miss you anymore. You're never gone. You're just archived. And the culture teaches a specific kind of emotional entitlement. Follow your feelings. Protect your peace. You don't owe anyone anything. Sounds liberating until you realize what it produces. A society where people keep access to others without paying the price of commitment. And men, good men, are taught to interpret crumbs as growth. They're taught to be understanding, to communicate, to re-enter dynamics that never respected them in the first place. So the New Year text becomes normal, not because it's healthy, because the system rewards it. Low effort, high return. That's the conspiracy. Not secret meetings in dark rooms, just incentives. And incentives shape behaviour. Here's where it collapses. Not in her phone, in your nervous system. You respond, you re-engage, and suddenly your routine starts bending around a maybe. You check your phone too often. You reread the message. You craft the perfect reply. You try to sound chill, but your body is not chill. Your sleep gets lighter. Your focus fractures. Your dignity starts negotiating. And the worst part? You start accepting a relationship with no structure. You accept her presence when she wants, her absence when she wants, her warmth when she wants, her silence when she wants. That's not love, brother. That's conditioning. And all conditioning ends the same way. The trained animal forgets it was ever free. I'm going to say this cleanly. A vague New Year text is often a message that translates to, I don't want to be alone. I want to feel wanted. I want to know I still matter. I want access to the version of you that used to rescue me. Not, I'm ready to choose you. Not, I was wrong and I want to rebuild. Not, I respect you. And here's the bitter truth men hate. If someone can disappear from your life and return with a 2-word greeting, then you were never a man they feared losing. You were a man they felt safe using. And yes, some women do this more than others. Some are sincere, some are chaotic, some are lonely, some are manipulative. But the pattern is the same. When your availability is unconditional, your value becomes negotiable. That's a law of human nature. Let me show you what it looks like when a man stops being inventory. A guy, call him Marcus, gets the same text on January 2nd. Happy New Year! Old Marcus would have written a paragraph. New Marcus reads it, breathes, and waits. Not to play games, because he refuses to be reactive. He replies hours later. Happy New Year, what's up? She answers with something vague. Just checking in, been thinking. Marcus doesn't bite. He doesn't reward fog. He says, if you want to catch up, we can do a 15-minute call this week, Tuesday or Thursday. Now reality enters the room. If she's serious, she'll pick a day. If she's fishing, she'll drift. She drifts. Oh, I'm so busy this week, LOL. Marcus responds, no worries, take care. And he returns to his life like a man closing a door calmly. No speech, no rage, no revenge, just a standard. That standard is what most men never develop, and that's why they become inventory. Here's your framework. Not to win her back, to win yourself back. Rule 1. Don't reward ambiguity. If the message is vague, your response stays minimal. No emotional essay, no nostalgia spiral, no instant warmth. Rule 2. Convert words into structure fast. A text is cheap. A plan costs something. Offer a call, offer a date, offer reality. If she won't step into reality, she wasn't offering anything real. Rule 3. Require accountability when there was disrespect. If she ghosted, lied, or discarded you, don't pretend it didn't happen. You don't accuse, you don't beg, you state, before we catch up, what changed? Watch what she does. A serious woman answers cleanly. An inventory woman gets offended. Rule 4. Keep your frame. Your frame is your internal position. I'm evaluating you, not auditioning for you. Men lose when they think the text is a trophy. It's not a trophy. It's a test. Rule 5. Protect your calendar like a kingdom. A man with no mission is cheap. A man with a mission becomes expensive. Do not rearrange your life for a maybe. Rule 6. Become un-storable. This is the final evolution. A man who cannot be kept on a shelf. You become un-storable by building disciplined routines, a stronger body, brotherhood and male friendships, competence and purpose, emotional control that doesn't perform, it just exists. When you become un-storable, the whole market treats you differently. So when her name lights up your phone after New Year's, don't panic. Don't romanticize. Don't demonize either. Just do what most men refuse to do. Bring reality into the room. Because here's the final truth. A man is not chosen by a text. He is chosen by consistent action under clear standards. And if her message can't survive the light of structure, then it was never love. It was inventory. Happy New Year, my friend. Now act like a man who can't be stored.